Based on Congressional Budget Office estimates,
a Congressional Budget Office report.
CBO, Congressional Budget Office.
The Congressional Budget Office.
Congressional Budget Office has agreed with that. This is not something I'm just making up.
It's even more intense than I expected. I expected a very intense year. CBO is always a busy place.
The Congressional Budget Office and mild-mannered Director Douglas Elmendorf may not be well known, but they're serious Washington power players.
Good CBO directors are respected, but not loved by the Congresses they serve.
Based in one of the many anonymous government buildings in Washington, Mr. Elmendorf sat for a rare interview about himself. His agency's focus on cost has shaped the healthcare debate every step of the way.
To do it in a fiscally responsible way.
This has been their role for years.
The independent numbers of the Congressional Budget Office.
Robert Reischauer ran the agency during the turbulent debate over the Clinton health care plan.
Yeah, want to see my scars?
Yeah. Some say that it was Mr. Reischauer who killed health reform back then. He disputes that. He remembers CBO struggling to create estimates for something as vast and complicated as reforming the healthcare system.
We were, with rubber bands and chewing gum, creating models to do this.
CBO has changed substantially since then, in part because of Peter Orszag. As director from 2007 to 2008, he focused the agency more sharply on healthcare. In 1994, there were 20 analysts examining the issue. Today, there are 50.
Peter, to his credit, spent the better part of 2 years getting CBO ready to do what it is doing now.
Mr. Orszag now works for President Obama as the director of the White House Office of Management and Budget. He sometimes clashes with his old agency, but Mr. Elmendorf remains committed to keeping the CBO's analysis strictly nonpartisan.
We often end up being the skunk at the garden party. Often an objective analysis, which is what we provide, is not always welcome.
In fact, the skunk is the unofficial mascot of the CBO.
So this is my skunk.
There are not a lot of jobs in the world where you're paid to tell the truth and people have to listen to you.
CBO remains a very respected and independent voice inside the Capitol. It also serves an important political function.
What a member wants is somebody else to come forward and say, if you want to get well, this is the bitter tasting medicine you have to take.
So members sort of use it as political cover. In a way,
cover.
Harry Truman said, if you want a friend in Washington, you should get a dog. I have a great dog who's very sympathetic whenever I get home.
The Capitol is currently awaiting Mr. Elmendorf's next pronouncement, his analysis of Harry Reid's new Senate health care bill, which the Nevada senator is hoping to pass before the end of the year.
Do you expect to be able to get a bill on the floor next week? And is it realistic for the Senate to complete debate by Christmas?
Yes and yes.
If Congress doesn't make the deadline, CBO may get blamed by some and celebrated by others. That's fine with Mr. Elmendorf.
Doing a quality analysis takes a lot of time and often is frustratingly slow. We've spent 34 years giving independent analysis and letting the chips fall where they may. And it's that founding bedrock principle of the organization that I am the latest carrier of the torch for.